The general retreats.
I will not be a candidate for president or for any other elective office in 1996.
Powell will not run, at least not now. And suddenly it's a whole new Campaign 96. We'll have analysis plus reaction from candidates and voters around the country. Also, Eye on America. Tonight, sneaking messages into your mind. What they're telling you and selling you.
I breathe deeply.
I take good care of my body.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Good evening. Retired General Colin Powell is out, at least for now. He says he will not seek elective office. He also, quote, ruled out being any other Republican's running mate, but did not actually say no way, no how. Powell did say that he's planning to be active in Republican politics, a shot at the party's hard right and also at Democrats who might be tempted to take the African-American vote for granted. David Martin begins our coverage.
Colin Powell today ended the suspense about whether he would seek the Republican presidential nomination.
I will not be a candidate for president or for any other elective office in 1996.
And that includes running for vice president.
Have you ruled out the prospect of being a vice presidential candidate?
I have ruled it out.
But with his wife Alma at his side, Powell for the first time called himself a Republican and made clear he was staying out of the race for personal, not political reasons.
It would require sacrifices and changes in our lives that would be difficult for us to make at this time. The welfare of my family had to be uppermost in my mind.
The final decision was made at his home on Monday night. It was the end of an emotional roller coaster ride.
I went back and forth very, very often in the last several weeks.
As recently as last week, Powell was outlining a speech announcing he would run. But then on Monday night, he met with his two closest advisors, Richard Armitage and Ken Duberstein, in his study. They were joined by Alma, who feared for his safety and her family's privacy. She was 100% against running. The assassination of Yitzhak Rabin came up, but only because they all had known him.
It was a deep tragedy, one that has great effect on the world at large. And it's certainly something that we ought to consider about the feeling that exists in the world against leaders. It just simply points up that always exists, but did not play a part in the decision.
Powell decided he just didn't have the fire in the belly to suffer the indignities of asking people for their money and their votes.
And for me to pretend otherwise would not be honest to myself, it would not be honest to the American people, and I would break that bond of trust. And therefore, I cannot go forward.
Is it over, Duberstein asked. It's over, Powell replied. No, Armitage said. It's the opening of the next chapter of your life. Powell plans to live that next chapter in private life.
There are a number of charities and educational activities that I have an interest in, and I'm going to find ways to show support to them and work in that field.
The newly declared Republican says he has no plans to campaign for GOP candidates, but he will try to bring blacks into the party.
A very large percentage of blacks don't believe the Republican Party appeals to them, and they vote consistently Democratic. And I think it is in the interest of the country and in the interest of African Americans to have that hold shaken loose.
Despite what he said today, Powell may have a hard time staying out of presidential politics in '96. He may have ruled out accepting the vice presidential nomination, but Republicans may not take no for an answer if having him on the ticket means the difference between winning and losing the White House. David Martin, CBS News, Washington.
With